Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Finger Guns Podcast with Tony, Dave, and James. I am your TIFF's done co-host Jimmy, and I'm here with
Big T, Tony B.
and
TIFF50 fanboy Dave Baldwin.
no longer former TIFF50 fanboy
Fine,
Dave
former
Dave Baldwin.
TIFF50 fanboy Dave Baldwin.
Yes, you could be 51 fanboy Dave Baldwin if you want to start prepping for next year, I guess. But
I could, yes.
we still have so much to cover.
We do, and it's a lot quieter this time. We don't have people running around us.
This is a little bit our fault. We
Saw too many movies.
No, that happens every year, Tony. That. I'm not apologizing for that anymore. It's just what happens.
This is true.
We did. I think we did a lot more divide and conquer this year, which was kind of fun. So now we have this shotgun blast of movies to get out to you. But on top of that, we did not record as much as we did last year.
No,
live there. We just couldn't. Like, the scheduling wasn't as conducive. Especially for myself, where I was there for 4 days straight, but I just wanted to really hit the ground running and squeak in as many movies as I possibly could, which I succeeded at.
You did a very
felt
good job.
good about those 4 days,
but
just meant, our schedules wouldn't align properly. So now we get to wrap up, but blissfully, we're not making our first year mistakes again. This isn't going to be a 2.5 hour all TIFF banger episode.
That was year one. That was like year one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, where James
first
fell
You were
asleep.
literally
James
falling
fell
asleep
Yeah,
at
I
the
was
mic.
recording on
Well,
Zoom.
Dave was just like, and then this one, and then this one. Yeah, no.
I want to go back and listen to it a little bit,
I
just so I
absolutely
can
do not
hear.
wanna-
It's not
Listen to
that.
How-
I listened to it. It wasn't that bad.
I just want to
Wasn't that
I want to see if I can pinpoint the exact minute where I tuned out. Because it's there, and I know it's there.
It wasn't that bad.
But
It's not that bad.
Anyway, we're not going to do that again. So this one, we're going to have some of the episode in here, and then we'll do another one for you in a week, and kind of give your ears a break and let you digest what we talk about, let you experience what we talk about, let you look at a calendar and figure out when you're going to see all these movies that
This
we
is
talk
true.
about.
September's just for TIFF, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all we ever do. We'll be back in October, I know, with actual.
With our regular-
it's in theaters now, and you
our
can
regular
see it
scheduled
movies and
programming.
not showing how cool we are when we get to talk about a movie that takes a year to come out.
I still get a little gleeful every time when I go to the movies and they just play trailers for movies I've already seen.
Yeah,
I always get
Yeah.
very, very overjoyed by it.
yeah. When they announced that Relay was coming out,
I
it was like
literally just
October
said- I was
or
about to
August
say,
2025. I was like, Jesus, it's been like almost an entire year since I've seen
Well,
this movie.
like I've seen that like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, why
Well-
is everyone?
Eden Eden came out in North America the same day as Relay, and we saw the world premiere of Eden on the Saturday night.
Yeah.
And then we saw the world premiere of Relay the day after that.
Yeah, it was like it's almost a complete 365 days. And also, much like skydiving, it gives you the stat of like you've seen movies that have never come out,
This is true.
which is always a fun thing. But anyway,
We did see I Love You Daddy that one year.
I'll never forget.
All right. And no one's ever seen that version again.
No one's ever seen that version again. That movie was something. And
Something.
most of it has been completely erased from my brain. So
I remember
the
very
experience,
little.
but I don't remember anything about the movie.
It's in black and white, and
Yep.
it's very Woody Allen coded.
Oh God, it's so creepy.
It's very creepy,
Says
very
some
Woody
of the
Allen
weirdest
coded.
things. Anyway, we got a lot to cover, so let's get into it. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, as a note, in case I'm bad at editing this episode, I've put a timer on this episode because we're gonna have to wrap it up at some point. But if it goes off and I can't cut around it, just deal with it. But Dave,
We'll just yell out, cut this part out,
wee.
or we'll do the Wii U, Wii U, Wii U.
But Dave, my TIFF festival Sherpa, guide me, sir. What do you want to start talking about?
Well, before we started this show, Tony was going to go off on a tangent about a Canadian film that world premiered there called
sure.
Little Lorraine.
Well, I
so
guess we're kicking
I figured
it
we
off.
should kick it off with some Canadiana.
I love
Tony,
it.
tell me about Little Lorraine.
I'm going to sum this up very, 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 very shortly. I kicked off my TIFF50 this year with Little Lorraine. It is essentially Finest Kind. That movie that we all know and love called Finest Kind.
No one loves that movie.
No one loves it.
James still hasn't seen it.
Because I haven't made the drinking game
That's
yet.
it. That's what I'm waiting for. We've had this conversation. I need Tony to make this drinking game, and then I will watch it.
Short synopsis is basically a family. They live in a small town of 60.
Cape Breton.
Cape Breton, yeah.
in 1986.
All right, well, there you go.
Based on a true story.
Based on a true story, this family, fishing family, gets sucked into smuggling drugs, and shenanigans ensue. And Green Arrow himself, Stephen Amell, is front and center.
Huh.
They're not even a fishing family. They don't know how to fish. They're miners. And the mine blew up. And it killed 10 people. So they decide to close the mine, and everybody needs to find new work.
And then they get into fishing?
So they get into lobster fishing with, he's in Watchmen, and he's in Pontypool, and he's in Score a Hockey Musical.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Stephen Batty or Stephen McNatty? McCaddy. He's in Come to Daddy.
Yes, he's also in Come to Daddy. Good movie.
You know when this guy shows up, that shit's gonna hit the fan. Anytime he shows up, it's just like, oh, I don't trust this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And
I know what he's all about.
You exactly know what he's about.
Yeah.
And sure enough,
he's all about it.
He's all about it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Lobster fishing that turns into cocaine smuggling.
Nice.
Fucking Reese Darby shows up for a bit.
Yeah.
Reese Darby.
Yeah.
Matt Walsh is in it for some.
Reese Darby is like the kingpin, isn't he? Or like
I think he's like the underboss.
The underboss. Yeah.
I think the Colombians are the kingpins, and then he's just kind of like the consigliere underboss guy.
James, and he's just Reese Darby. Like he's literally swinging quips and being witty and
what
shit.
Else
and
does
I'm
he
just
need
like,
to do?
I just don't understand the tone of this movie.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And
I think that's the problem. That is essentially what the problem is.
The tone is all over the place because you got Stephen Amell who's like bitching and complaining in the corner, being all like brooding as he
Stephen
usually
Amell.
is.
Yeah.
He's Stephen Amell. I also want to point out, spoiler alerts. James, I know you're not going to watch this.
Nope.
I know our audiences are probably not going to watch this either. But 5 minutes in, you see the mine blows up. It's all this stuff, and they're really focusing on Stephen Amell. And I was just like, he's going to fucking eat shit at the end. And then sure enough.
And he does.
Anyways, without getting into the nitty gritty of that, your buddy Jay Balvin, is it Jay Balvin?
Yeah. Jay Balvin shows up for a bit. Like literally, like this movie is all over the fucking.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I saw the red carpet photos. I'm like, what is this movie?
And he has like a whole there's a subplot involving Colombian coffee because he hates the coffee in Cape Breton. Either way, it doesn't really make.
Well, then I understand.
I can understand that as well. It's fine. It's a crime. I guess it's a crime drama family thriller thing.
Yeah. It's trying to do multiple genres at once.
It's trying to do multiple genres at once, and then there's a big pivot at the end that's not earned at all.
Oh, okay.
Because you're like,
well,
where was the motivation for this?
Yeah.
You're kind of you vaguely hint at this motivation, but maybe not to this degree.
Yeah.
And then something else happens that I was like, oh,
okay.
What?
I see.
What do you mean? Yeah. Like, I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Because it's like a turn where you're like, oh shit. But you're also like, I don't recall.
I have no memory of this place.
A thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also way too fucking long. I feel like if it was like a crisp, like 80, 90 minutes, just like fucking get in, get out, because like the opening, like it sets up everything. Like it's like a mining town. They're doing the miners and everything. Miner blows up, and they're like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? Enter fucking Steve McCaddy, and then it's just like, oh shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah. You're on this first name basis with him,
of course,
Steve?
Of course, he is. Mr. Steve. And things are in motion and everything, and then it just fucking grinds.
Got you.
and I'm just like, what?
And then
Why?
turns.
And then the turn.
Got you.
Right? Like, just like fucking quick it up, like cut out at least like 40 minutes of the like half an hour to 40 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Find out what you want to do with Reese Darby, because like,
Oh, and Sean Astin's in it.
right? All these like it's like a
Chaos.
fucking calamity of like
Chaos.
fucking like who's who of people, and it just doesn't work.
Chaos. Yep.
Well, maybe not who's who of people that you would recognize.
Yeah.
That a who's who of that guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Also, the song during the credits. Did you listen to the song during the credits?
As soon as it said directed by, I was like, done.
Okay, there's a song that sums up the movie.
Yeah.
I think you should go back and listen to it
All right.
because it's a capital C choice.
All right.
Interesting.
All right.
All right.
But I think it looks good.
Well, yeah, it showcases Cape Breton, and like it has the nice landscapes, and like
Sure.
even on the water and stuff. Like you can tell, like most of it was shot on location.
Sure.
And they shot some in Ontario too, because apparently some catering was done by Roma Bakery.
Nice.
Love that. Love
Nice.
that.
Love it.
But yeah, I think it's a mess.
I think
I think it could be a lot better.
Fair enough.
It does rival Finest Kind though.
You and your finest kind.
Tony, no, he calls it as he sees it. You know.
I think that's the one movie I went to that had the most walkouts I've ever seen.
That's fair.
I was all in, fucking
No,
start to
you
finish.
weren't.
Start to finish.
No, you
all in.
weren't.
All in, asleep in the seat.
Next.
Christ.
Next.
James.
I did not
Yes.
fall asleep during
Oh,
Finest
I
Kind.
know
I
you
was
didn't.
fucking wide
I
eyed.
know you didn't.
James.
Yeah.
On day one.
Yeah.
We literally came off the elevator.
Yeah.
At, where were we? Sutton Place? Or the Sutton Hotel?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a Sutton
that-
Place Hotel.
Yeah, Sutton Place Hotel.
Yeah.
We walked off the elevator.
Let's be clear. The reason we went there in the first place is because your boy Jimmy wanted free shit, and TIFF let me down so hard this year. That press office was an abysmal wasteland.
It was not what I wanted it to be. I wish there
It was
I
small.
wanted
We never went back.
No, I
Maybe
never
it-
did go
maybe it got
back. I
better.
should have gone back
Maybe it
to
got
see.
better. I was disappointed there were no computers.
No computers.
Because there was a
no
couple
snacks.
there's-
Nothing but coffee.
there's a couple years I went and I literally was just writing.
Yeah.
And it was great.
And not even good coffee. Like at least at fucking the Hyatt, you can get a brewed espresso or whatever or filter coffee. There is
Did I
just
get the
let me
gold
just
the gold chain?
The gold,
yeah
golden
whatever
star.
the golden
golden
whatever the
star.
hell it
Golden
was.
Star.
Yeah.
But there it was like, oh, we'll just toss an espresso pod in for you. Get the fuck out of here! Like I can get that anywhere. What is this? Fuck you, Tiff. For free stuff.
you
But
bougie
anyway,
bitch.
so we went to check that out, and we were like, all right, well, this was kind of a bust, but I guess we'll just go wander Festival Street for a little bit, and yeah.
So we
Continue.
got off the elevator and you guys started walking away.
I didn't walk away. My head was in my phone,
Yep.
not paying attention.
And I was right behind an Alaska Airlines pilot, so I couldn't see in front of me.
And for some reason, I turned to my right and Seth Rogen was standing there with his wife.
Yep.
And I said hi to him. And then I gushed about the studio. Tony gushed about the studio. We
Yeah.
congratulated him. We
Yep.
wished him luck.
Yep.
And then
I thanked him for just existing.
Yeah.
he did the laugh,
Yeah.
which will live in my heart forever.
Yeah, it was quite special to hear.
Top 10 greatest
In person,
moments.
yeah.
And I guess just because I'm in the know, I literally said to him, I didn't know you were coming.
Yeah.
Because he was not on the guest list.
Correct. He wasn't supposed to be there.
He wasn't supposed to. He wasn't on the
officially
guest,
there.
He wasn't on
Yeah.
the official guest list that
Yeah.
TIFF provided.
Yeah.
And he said something to the effect of he was only there for the day.
Yeah.
And he was going to leave later that day. And we're like, "Oh, cool. Okay, well, it was lovely to meet you. Thanks for talking to us."
Good luck
And
with the
then
film and-
we said,
yeah.
"Good luck with the film." And the film we were talking about is Good Fortune,
Yes.
which James got to see.
I did.
So
I did
please,
get to
James,
see it.
tell us about Good Fortune.
It's so it's Aziz Ansari's directorial debut of a film.
Yes,
He
his
tried.
official.
He tried to get
it's
one.
technically his second because the first one got canceled.
Yeah, yeah. His first film got Me Too to hell.
Oof.
It was Bill Murray
Bill Murray
that messed
fucked
that
that
one
up,
up
yeah.
for him in a big way. So this was his second try at trying to get a film off the ground, and hopefully with no big snafus. And he did. He got the film off the ground.
Hooray!
It stars himself, Aziz, with Seth Rogen, as we just mentioned, and Keanu Reeves.
Whoa.
It also stars Keke Palmer,
who I think is in the news because she was making out with
Sean Evans.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
Yeah, Keke Palmer and a few other folks, but
Sandra Oh.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So let's get into this. Keanu, if you've seen the promo materials, Keanu Reeves plays a guardian angel who's dissatisfied with his role because his role is stopping people from texting while driving.
That seems like a noble.
It's noble, but it's boring
noble.
as shit.
Yeah, I get it.
And he's like, I just want to save someone's life. So anyway, some conversation.
Does he not think he's saving lives by texting and driving?
He wants to be instrumental, not just, hey, stop texting and driving so that you don't hit the car right in front of you. It's very much like he's like an immediate guardian angel of he's the angel that is making you look up before you hit the car. Okay. That's it. So he wants to do something meaningful. Like he wants a meaningful change someone's life.
He wants to guide the cock.
Yeah, and he's propelled a little bit by Sufir. I can't remember his name. Dune. Sufir Howard.
Dune?
Yeah, from the movie Dune. The character is Sufir.
Like Stephen McKinley? Kinley Henderson?
No.
That's just who I assume you're talking about.
How the fuck am I supposed to remember a name? Do you think
Dune?
that we're gonna know Dune?
I wouldn't.
I know Fade Routha.
Stephen McKinley Henderson. Yes.
Oh, I did get it right.
You got it right.
You did
got it right.
Fives.
You did get it right. But anyway, so he's in it, and he's like, he's big shit. He's big deal. Like
just like in real life.
He intervenes in people's lives. And
just like in real life.
Yeah.
So I love that guy so much.
Yeah, he's great. So Keanu goes rogue. And does this to Aziz, and in the process, through a whole matter of circumstances, Seth Rogen and Aziz Ansari's lives switch. Aziz is like an Uber Eats driver, essentially, / a handyman. Like he's doing like minimal tasks, just trying to gig economy because he can't make ends meet. And Seth Rogen is a tech billionaire who got lucky twice, but is also like a nepo baby. So they switch lives, and it was supposed to be like, well, you'll see, like, life's not always greener on the other side. But of course it is, because money fixes everything.
It's true.
So anyway, like some hijinks ensue and whatever, and then eventually they switch back, and great. All of this to come around to, it is very clearly an Aziz Ansari film. / jokes, like it is very coded towards him, written by him for him. Like it fits very well into his humor thing. It's
the quick kind of snappy.
Yeah,
like I'm weird.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is great every moment he's on screen. I just don't think that they found the right kind of movie to make. Still, Keanu kind of holds everything together, and he's excellent in every aspect of this. Like he pulls all of the weight. Aziz and Seth are fine. The movie's doing everybody a disservice, though. Like it's kind of choppy. It doesn't quite flow. There's a lot of just like cut to black and then we'll figure it out kind of thing. The editing's kind of messy. For the rest of it, it's kind of shot fine, but they completely underutilize both Sandra Oh and Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer's basically nothing but a foil for Aziz. Like she's only there to provide him character growth.
Yeah.
She's not doing anything else in this, and that's kind of sucks because Keke Palmer's great and also hilarious. So to underutilize her like that is kind of bananas. The three of them are great. As I said, Keanu Reeves is excellent in this. The three of them have good chemistry. It's just the movie itself is just not as well refined as I'd like.
Yeah.
Still had a good barrel of laughs out loud, and the crowd seemed to kind of get into it as well. But overall, fine. Nothing insanely great. Just good. As a
Okay.
directorial debut, good.
All right. So that comes out October 17th, I believe.
Yeah.
It's coming out
I'm
relatively
always curious
soon.
with any of these TIFF movies too, if anything changes between now and then, if they get like feedback from going to some of these festivals. So I'll be curious to see what happens.
Sometimes it's a glorified test screening.
Yeah, truly.
Like when you're telling me it's choppy, like maybe it'll be less choppy.
It might be. It very well might be.
Because some of these movies are like completed like the day of.
Yeah.
Like it's still like back in the day when it was still on film, like the film was still wet.
Yeah. And this was like, this was just a P&I screening that I was at as well. So nothing, no fanfare or anything else, just a bunch of press and industry watching it. So we'll see.
We shall.
Next.
Tony, can you tell me about The Last Viking?
Oh, wonderful. Last Viking is a trip. Danish film. It's about two brothers, Anker and Manfred. Manfred is played by our boy Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads.
Anker has has performed a heist and stolen a lot of money. He has hidden it somewhere, and he has given it to Manfred to hide. And Anker is sentenced to 14 years in prison. When he comes back, he finds his brother, and he wants to know where the money is. Only Manfred has developed a mental illness, and he thinks he's John Lennon. And then
Cool.
hilarity ensues.
But
I also want to point out that he has this little tick that if you don't call him John, he'll have like a little seizure thing and then try and kill himself.
Oh, this sounds uplifting.
Okay.
This sounds real uplifting.
I shit you not. They're arguing in the car at one point, and he's just like, Manfred. He's like, my name is John, and he's like, Manfred, and he literally takes a swan dive out of the car, and he goes to the hospital. They're saying that he's like, hey, he's mentally ill. Like you need to what's the word that I'm looking for? You need to embrace this. He thinks he's John Lennon. Let him be John Lennon. Right? And he's like, no, this is horse shit. Like he's my brother, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're walking down the hall, and he calls him Manfred again, and he literally like swan dives out of a fucking open window and smashes down onto a car.
Oh my God.
And then it just basically they go back to their childhood home, and then it's all about like family and like embracing like this John Lennon persona. And he finds Anker finds a doctor along the way, and he was just like, you really need to embrace this. And he finds other patients that have personas that like this guy's Ringo and like this one's George.
Got it.
And then there's another one where he's like 40 different personalities at once, and they couldn't find. I can't remember. I've seen a lot of movies. So I can't remember which Beatles, but there was two Beatles that they couldn't find, but this guy inside his 40 personalities made up the two, so they just brought them all together.
Wild.
One of them was Paul.
Yeah.
This movie was fucking.
Yeah,
it was so friggin' cuckoo bananas, and like Mads Mikkelsen is like giving like the performance, like he is chewing up the scenery. Like I've never really seen him like this before. He's like, he almost has like a childlike persona, and he's playing it so well because he's like so soft and so innocent. Anker is just like a fucking like a ticking time bomb. Like he has a temper. So the two of them, it's like a two-hander between the two of them, and it's about brothers, and like they go into a little bit of like the backstory of like how they were abused and they had an alcoholic father, hitting the same points that me and Dave like just love see on screen.
Absolutely.
But overall, I really really liked this. I was not expecting much. I went to the North American premiere. Sadly, Mads wasn't there. But the lead actor who plays Anker and the director were there too, and like listening to them. And the fucking guy, I'm just getting the director's name. He's a very famous Danish director. Dave, he actually directed that movie that you saw in 2015 called Men with Chickens.
Men and Chicken, yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, when you're talking about Mads being wacky.
That's a one.
That's one.
Yeah.
So the director's name is Anders Thomas Jensen.
Oh, okay.
And before the movie starts, he's just like, if you've ever seen a movie by this director, like, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
And The Last Viking was definitely a vibe.
He did Riders of Justice too, which I really like.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites a few years back.
Yeah, and
that was a good one.
There's two others that he's done. Adam's Apples and The Green Butchers, all with Mads Mikkelsen. So Mads Mikkelsen is definitely his
boy.
I want to see more from this guy. Like this guy, like it's definitely out of the box filmmaking. And you know me, I'm always going after stuff that we haven't seen before.
Sure.
And not the cookie cutter bullshit. And this movie was definitely not that.
Nice.
And it was great.
Nice.
So it was better than Dust Bunny?
Much better than Dust Bunny. I was so incredibly let down by Dust Bunny.
Yeah, Dust Bunny was a bag of shit.
Definitely a bag of shit. But this is, if you were...
Sorry, Brian Fuller. You suck.
Yeah, you really shit the bed on that one, buddy. This is the Mads Mikkelsen movie to see, The Last Viking.
Dave.
Well, I guess I can take one. Why don't I do Charlie Harper, which is a romantic melodrama starring Nick Robinson and Amelia Jones from Coda.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yes, so it's basically they. It starts at the end and then it goes back,
of course,
and then the film format changes depending on when what timeline they're in.
Oh, all right.
But basically, it's a love story and how they kind of got together and how they fell apart.
Nice.
And
it
hits all the beats you think it's gonna hit.
Sure.
A lot of highs, a lot of lows.
Yeah.
Hit me in ways I didn't like.
I was gonna say, isn't this your favorite genre of movie?
It is my favorite genre of movie.
Dave likes open weeping in a movie.
I do like my open weeping movies. All that to say, the movie itself, nothing remarkable, but the two of them together, Nick and Amelia. Obviously, I'm on a first name basis.
Clearly,
Nick was there at the world premiere. I think Amelia showed up to the second screening a few days later.
Nice.
They're both really fucking good. Like, I know that they're great actors to start with, but together, apart, they just really deliver and make this atypical story feel remarkable.
Fair.
Because you're kind of hanging on them, you're with them on the journey.
Yeah.
And they're just very, very good together. Like, I would say their chemistry is very similar to when we were praising Carolina Caroline.
Yeah. Samara and Colner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's not like sizzling hot, like the screen's gonna burn up, but they're just both very, very good, solid performers in a well done movie. Yeah. It's just you've seen it.
Yeah. It's nothing new, nothing
inventive. Like, I like I think Tony would dig the different formatting.
Yeah.
But I would watch it again for them because they're both terrific. And I don't really think either of them have really gotten their due. Like, definitely Amelia like knocked it out of the park with Coda, but like she wasn't like the big deal star of that movie. And I feel like since then she hasn't really gotten her big breakout role. So I'm hoping that a movie like this can lead to the big breakout role. And I know it got picked up by a new distributor out of the US who also picked up Dead Man's Wire.
Oh, nice.
Which Tony and I both saw. So I think that is a good segue.
Absolutely. Tony, go.
Dead Man's Wire, based on a true story, starring Bill Skarsgård. He is not in a pound of makeup, and surprisingly gives a hell of a fucking performance.
8 pounds. Nice. Like 10 pounds.
Like, this one looked interesting. I did kind of want to check this out. I couldn't fit it in my schedule, but...
Simple premise. Real estate developer puts a dead man's switch on himself and a mortgage banker who did him wrong, and demanding an apology and $5 million.
This is based on a true story.
Based on a true story. And they kind of film it very like documentary
nice
type. This one was directed by Gus Van Sant. Who else was in it?
Gus Van Sant.
Carrie Elves.
Carrie Elways,
Elways.
who is under 8 pounds of makeup because I didn't even recognize him until the end of the movie.
I recognized him right off the bat. Dave's like, I'm trying to fucking see where Carrie is, and then right at the end, I'm just like, that's who he was. I'm like, fucking moron.
Dacre Montgomery.
Dacre Montgomery is in it. Al Pacino has an extended cameo in it as well.
Sure.
Whatever accent he's doing.
I don't really know.
We don't question what Al
him.
Pacino does.
He gets really upset at the concierge because they brought him out the wrong burrito. And he's just like, I have this specific burrito today. It's like, but it is today. No, I have this one, and it's literally like a 5-minute scene.
And he likes cutting into 3.
Yeah, cutting into 3.
It's such a bullshit scene.
So Bill Hader was not off in his SNL audition with talking about a watermelon on the kitchen counter. No. All right, so it's just Al Pacino's just a weird ass fucking guy.
Yeah.
All right.
But this one, for the most part, I really enjoyed it. It wasn't typical Gus Van Sant. Like he's doing something different here.
Nice.
It does start off with a shotgun blast, and like they do, like some of it's fucking crazy because like he's literally like out on the street with like, I don't know if you know what a dead man switch is.
I do.
Okay. So he has this guy rigged up and he has the shotgun and he's literally just like pushing him down the fucking street, and like there's snow on the ground, and at one point he slips and you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And like how he's talking to the cops, like Bill Skarsgård is just like giving it like a hell of a fucking performance.
Awesome.
Right? And
love that for Bill.
Right? And like just like the whole thing is just fucking crazy because you're just like, holy shit, this actually freaking happened. Like his demands, like how he was able to get away with certain things, and like they staged like a press conference at like his apartment complex because that's where he's holding them at one point. And he's like he's giving the press conference, but he's still like holding the fucking shotgun to the guy's the back of the guy's neck, and he's like demanding a drink of water. So like the sheriff or like the commanding officer is like literally like pouring it into his mouth as he's still like talking.
Jesus.
It's wild.
That's wild.
It's wild.
So it's Roquet Entertainment is who picked it up for North America. They're the ones who picked up that and Charlie Harper.
Yeah.
Nice. We forgot Coleman Domingo is also in it. I like how they kind of use Coleman Domingo as
like a radio host,
and
he's
cool.
like, and like the Bill Skarsgård's character like kind of like looks up because he's just like the voice of reason kind of thing.
And he calls in type thing.
Yeah, nice. And he has his best like sultry voice, like Coleman
Domingo style.
Of course,
love it.
He was really well done in that one.
Nice.
I think it slows down a bit too hard once he gets to the apartment.
Yeah.
Because like the first 45 minutes is like putting all the pieces into motion and all the shit's going wrong or going crazy, and then they get to the apartment and then it's just kind of like,
let's have a sit.
Let's have a sit. And
well,
then it kind of just
it's like he's like making his demands and stuff, right? And like the police are like trying to figure out what to do and everything. And like Dave hits it on the mark where it's just like it just slows like right down. It's like go, and then it's just like okay.
Like it's still interesting and well done, and Bill Skarsgård really fucking hammers it home. I thought he was amazing in it. I kind of wanted the pacing. The pacing takes a beating in the back half of the movie.
Yeah, fair
and
enough.
then when you're mentioning, you specifically mentioned when he slips, and you're like, "Oh shit!" type thing. So the way they film it in the movie is they cut from like the wide cinematic look to more of like a grainy, like filmed on like a camcorder look for like the news interstitial type thing. And then through the credits, they actually play out the news footage, and that is one of the scenes that they show.
Wow.
So you're kind of like, oh, they just put this in just to kind of heighten the tension type thing, because it's just like it's based on a true story. Like this part seems a little too far fetched. It's like that specifically happened.
That's wild.
And like even in like the press conference near the end, right? You're just like, none of this. Like they're playing
this feels wrong,
right?
Yeah.
They play the press conference, and it's like, no, this actually fucking happened.
Wild.
That's what I mean. It's just like
story.
when you're watching it, you're just like, holy shit! Like this, how the fuck did this happen?
Yeah, but it's well done. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it, but I enjoyed it, and I would look forward to watching it again. I actually got to meet the writer. His name's Austin Kolodny.
Okay.
and I met him at a screening of The Furious.
Oh yes,
He was sitting beside me.
Oh shit! That's
He was
amazing.
literally sitting beside me because we were just talking. Type thing. He's like, "Oh yeah, I wrote a movie that's here." And he's like, "Dead Man's Mother." I was like, "I saw that movie."
Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So, but yeah, it was really cool. He seems like a really cool guy.
Nice.
But yeah, enjoyable film.
Cool.
Definitely glad I got that ticket. And sadly, I didn't get into No Other Choice.
No,
I really had no other choice but to go see the Gus Van Sant.
but to
movie.
go see the Gus Van Sant movie.
Also, I want to point out that Gus isn't like the best talker. I went to the what was it North American
premiere. Yeah.
went to the North American premiere, and he did like a little like intro and like even like through the Q&A, and I'm just like, all right, so there's a reason why you're behind the camera.
Yeah. I'll talk about bad talkers later on. Just put a pin in that one.
Classic Gus. Since we mentioned Al Pacino,
Perfect. Now I get to talk about bad talkers. Dave and I had the privilege.
Was it a privilege?
Privilege to spend our time. First of all, can I set the scene?
Yes, please. Please set the scene.
So this.
Can we point? What's the movie
we're talking about Easy's Waltz.
Okay.
World premiere.
World premiere of Easy's Waltz. I had a ticket to this.
Nick
Pizzolatto's
feature directorial
debut. You know, True Detective season 1 slaps. You know, he's got a feature directorial debut.
Season 2, not so much.
We don't talk about season 2. It stars
season 3.
Season 4.
Yes,
he didn't do season 4.
Watch season 4.
That's why season 4 is better.
We
not according to him.
Starring Vince Vaughn, Al Pacino, Simon Rex,
Kate Mara.
Am I missing anybody else?
Shania Twain.
Shania
was in it. I missed out on Shania.
Kobe Smulders.
Kobe Smulders. Put a pin in all of that. I'm coming back to it. I promise. So this premiere was at 6:30. I left work early. I made sure I had 2.5 hours before the screening. I left here to make sure that I was going to get down there, get a parking, and get into the screening. 2.5 hours before the show starts. I get to Spadina. Is the exact moment the Jays game let out. 50,000 people flooded the streets. It was a parking lot. I could not move. I was at Front Street in Spadina for almost half an hour. I couldn't move. So
should put like $20 on the dash.
Seriously, I just left. So I ended up I saw some cars just kind of peeling down an alley, and I was like, "Fuck! All right, maybe I'll find a cut through. I'll find something." Turned down this alley. Thank Christ, an in-park was right there, and this was Blue Jay Way now, and like Wellington or something. So I was like, "Fuck it!" I just parked the car and ran because it was 6:10 by the time I got out of there. I was like, "Oh fuck."
Meanwhile, I'm sitting up in the balcony, and Miss Marvel herself, Iman Vellani, was sitting behind me.
Amazing.
So I got to talk to her.
I fucking love TIFF.
Yeah. So she was just marathoning. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
she's like, "I'm just marathoning today."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's amazing."
Yeah. So
she took my picture.
That's lovely. So Dave's comfortably sitting. I'm furiously texting Dave. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to fucking make this movie. All of this come down to, I got in there fine. I made it. I had no problems. I had a lovely seat, row A of dress circle, so my knees were in heaven. I had a perfect view. Vince Vaughn comes into the theater, shaking everyone's hand as he walks in. He wanted to watch it with everyone, so they had a few seats for him there. Shakes everyone's hand the whole way in. I thought that, very class act.
It was very classy. I saw a video of it. It's very classy.
Very classy. Literally,
I couldn't see shit.
Anybody that even waved, he was like, took your hand and kept going. It was very, very kind. Nick Pizzolatto can't introduce shit. That man doesn't know how to talk. He was just like, "Hi, welcome to my movie. This is Easy's Waltz. This really came together from Vince." I was like, "Fuck, dude. What the fuck? What is going on?" Movie starts. I get it. Within 10 minutes of this movie rolling, I was like, this movie's dog shit.
Oh, boy.
Vince Vaughn, as everyone has called it on Letterboxd, and I'm just going to crib from it a little bit, This is Vince Vaughn's The Last Showgirl. Except he's a crooner, not a stripper.
She wasn't a stripper. She was a
she was a
showgirl.
can or
Yeah.
a showgirl. She was a showgirl.
Showgirl.
And anyway, he's a crooner. So he gets on stage.
Can we put
crooner in heavy
crooners
brackets?
in heavy brackets.
So you get to listen to melancholic covers of hit songs like "I Want to Dance with Somebody" and others.
Hit Me With Your Best Shot.
Hit Me With Your Best Shot. The most melancholic, drony cover you've ever heard coming out of Vince Vaughn's mouth. While he laments because he's a sad boy who fumbles the bag hard when someone is throwing themselves at him. And he has a piece of shit brother played by Simon Rex, who's a gambling addict and fucks everything up.
So basically, Simon Rex.
He's his manager, yeah.
So basically, down on his luck crooner with a shitty manager.
Simon Rex really fucking pulling for this one.
Yeah, really had to dial in this performance. He gets kind of discovered by Al Pacino, who runs like the booking over at the Wynn. Like, this is a fucking lottery chance that this happens. And Al Pacino's doing something, but again, we don't question Al Pacino.
We don't
because
question
Al
Mr.
Pacino is
Pacino.
acting circles around anybody who's on screen with him.
I thought Simon Rex was great.
Simon
Rex isn't doing.
Isn't doing whatever Vince Vaughn is doing.
He's not doing whatever Vince Vaughn's doing.
Anyway, then you're into your typical rise, fall, slight rise at the end.
Oh, and there's also a whole like bit about him going viral on YouTube.
Yeah, he doesn't know what YouTube is. He was very confused.
And by viral, I mean 2 million hits.
Yeah.
Just this crooner in the back of the fucking Wynn in Las Vegas.
This movie is garbage.
It's so bad, Tony. It's so unbelievably bad.
Terribly shot. It's terribly acted. It's terribly written. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They just introduce we mentioned Kate Mara's in this. They just forget about her after a certain point. She just disappears from the movie, never to be seen again.
She's kind of still in it.
Right after the downfall,
she's kind of there. She's kind of there because she's kind of like the romantic muse to both Al Pacino and Simon Rex.
Don't ask.
Shania Twain.
I was about to say, where does Shania fit into
she
this?
Has one
we have
major
Shania
scene.
Twain and Kobe Smulders, both of whom realistically have one scene each. Shania's is one line, maybe two. Kobe's is one scene.
One extended scene that hints at a bunch of other bullshit that never really comes to fruition.
Doesn't matter. It basically was implying that Vince Vaughn and her character were married and now they're divorced and now she's getting remarried and all this bullshit is coming to the surface. I'm like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything?
She shows up later.
Briefly.
She's just kind of there. She's just like, hey,
again,
guys.
They don't know what they're doing. The plot is all over the place. It's edited to shit.
It's just cut up so badly, and there's just so many things that are introduced and never done with anything with, and you're just kind of like, okay, so there's a great movie somewhere here, but where the fuck is all the motivation, and why is
what's Nick Pizzolatto doing?
Why is Vince Vaughn such a sad boy, and why is he good at crooning? We're
not
he
sure.
Is good? Do we think he is?
He can't
bad?
really sing, but he puts it out there.
He puts it all out there.
There was multiple moments where if he tried to hit unout, the audience clapped. The audience clapped. The audience also on screen clapped, but the audience clapped. And then also afterwards, they gave Vince Vaughn a full standing ovation, and I went, the fuck did I just watch? What is happening? Did I see the same like I started questioning my own sanity. Dave was already running to another movie.
Yeah, I was already out the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I had to get to Obsession. I was like, nope, don't need to wait for this to keep going.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever left.
There was a Q&A. Simon Rex was there.
Simon Rex was there.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever left a movie quicker.
Yeah, even the Q&A was. I wanted to gouge my eyes out. The moment they were like, all right, let's open it up to the audience for questions, I literally, Peter Griffin, done, and just started excusing myself out of the row.
If there's one thing I did this TIFF is anytime they opened it up to the audience, I was just like, absolutely the fuck not. God.
Don't have time for this.
Don't have time
you
for
gave
this
this movie
same
a
fucking
standing
questions.
ovation. I do not have time
At least
for
at
this.
the In Conversations we went to, because Tony and I, you went to Ryan Reynolds, and I
Yeah.
think we talked about it last time, but we both got to go to Dwayne Johnson and Park Chan-wook. And at both of those, they had audience questions written in.
Oh,
So they're like,
wow.
we have some
That's
audience
good.
questions already that they
Yeah.
they took,
That's
took in
helpful.
advance.
Fuck.
That's helpful.
It just made things so much easier. But yeah, that movie was painful.
Yeah. Worst by far.
Painful.
Dog shit.
Oh, that's
Tony.
too bad.
That movie will never see the light of day, and
Well-
it probably will on the on the deep list of Tubi.
Tubi.
I think it'll be picked up by HBO Max.
Tubi.
Most certainly HBO Max.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much love HBO still has for Nick Pizzolatto at this point,
maybe it'll have if it has a director's
and
cut.
especially like Nick Pizzolatto and Vince Vaughn teaming up again after whatever season 2 of True Detective was.
I thought he was the best part of True Detective
was.
season 2.
That's not saying much for True
That isn't
Detective
saying
season
too
2.
much for season 2. There is that one shootout though that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
The part where fucking Rachel McAdams is in the whorehouse and she like stabs the shit out of a bunch of guys.
Sure.
Like
Well,
that's
there's
the
that.
best scene of that fucking season.
Sure.
Rachel McAdams is pretty dope in that season. I
Yeah.
just remember fucking Colin Farrell and his sad son, who's not actually his
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a weird storyline. Anyway, I'm done
Next.
talking about Easy's Waltz.
Yeah, it's I was talking.
I've already
to,
said next. We have
Can I-
closed the
can
book
I
on
just-
these.
No, there's more. There's more. When I got to Obsession, I guess we'll just talk about Obsession.
All right,
next.
we'll roll
Great.
into Obsession.
Great.
But when I got to that movie, there was somebody there who said that they extended their stay at TIFF so they could see Easy's Waltz, and I was like,
Yikes.
don't.
That's gonna be a amount of money that you pay that you will immediately want to refund.
I was like, he's like,
I can't
he's like,
believe
really? I'm
I
like,
ran
no.
to the theater to see that fucking thing.
Swing and a miss, boys.
That was it's painful.
Yeah.
It's painful. And you know what also is painful? Love.
Yeah,
Love is
hurts.
very painful. It hurts. And I don't think I've ever seen it hurt as much as I did in Obsession.
It'll straight up try to kill you.
Yeah.
So this one did get bought. I think it was the
Yeah,
record for
and
the record
thank
for the
Christ.
festival, or at least for this year's festival. It got bought
Yeah.
for $15 million by Focus Features.
Good.
If they don't put it out at Valentine's Day, I don't know what the
I don't
fuck
know
they're
what the
doing.
fuck they're doing. It is a perfect sort of February
So
right
you-
before Valentine's Day movie.
You guys got to see this movie at the press screening after the midnight premiere
Yes.
on the Saturday, and then I watched it after Easy's Waltz
Yes, you did.
in Cinema 7 at the Scotiabank that has like what 150 seats, Tom?
Yeah.
Because we'll come back to this, but it was pandemonium getting into it
Yeah, I
and
bet.
and staying. Like they wanted to get rid. They wanted to get rid of those seats. Like
Tony and I had no problem.
yeah, you guys had no problem.
We
but-
saw it in. Didn't we see it in like we saw it in 2 or 3.
AVX maybe?
Yeah. No, not AVX. It was
Then
it
2.
was 3.
Or
No, it was
3.
2. 2 it was 3. It was
yeah.
3. 2 is AVX.
2 is
Yeah.
AVX. Yeah, they
Huge
so,
theater.
So we'll come back to the 150 seat fucking Cinema 7 because it wasn't as crazy as when we were in there the day before. Anyways, Obsession, 150 people, press and industry. It was basically a Midnight Madness screening.
Yeah.
It
love
was
that.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Tony, tell me about Obsession.
Obsession has the simplest of premise, and oh boy, basically,
Boy howdy.
it's about a boy who really loves a girl, but he's afraid to tell her that he loves her. So he stumbles upon this store and he buys this little box, and it's like a Make-A-Wish kind of thing,
Yeah.
right?
He's gonna give it to her.
He's gonna give it to her,
Yeah.
but
He-
he doesn't,
yeah.
and he uses it for himself. And
What's his wish, Tony?
It's this little stick, and all you do is you make your wish, and then you break your stick.
Yeah.
Right. His wish is that she is madly in love with him, and that he becomes the center of her universe, basically.
she loves nobody. She loves the only person she loves in the entire world
Is him.
is him.
And he's just like this.
That's not gonna backfire at all.
Like honestly.
But to be clear, and you kind of said it, but like these are like late teens. They are trying to figure out their way through life.
I think they're like in the early 20s ish.
Early 20s. No, teens. No, they're teens because there's university talk. They're applying to university.
They're also going to bars and drinking, so they got to be at least 21-ish.
Okay,
sure.
Like I think it's that post high school.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what you want to do with
your shit, because they all work for the same like music store that the one girl's dad, who's fucking Andy Richter, who fucking runs.
Their brains are still developing, is the point here. So he makes a real dumb wish.
And he just does it he's just like,
you know what? Like he really likes this girl, and he fumbled the bag so hard. She gave him a chance.
She gave him the opening.
It was right there, and he just decided not to take it. And for that, he was mad at himself. So he's like, "Fuck it, I'll just wish for it, and then I don't have to actually confront my feelings. It'll just happen for me if this works."
I would just like to point out. It was Chris Daughtry who said, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Because you just might get it all.
Yeah.
And boy, howdy, does this boy get it all.
Yeah. Turns out the wish stick works. No problem at all. And it takes your wish so literally.
Yeah.
Whatever it is you said is exactly it. So when you say that this girl is going to love only you in the entire world, well, you just created obsession. Like that is roll credits.
And anything else we say about this movie will do damage to the film. So I don't think we should talk about
this. Is it?
And this is the end point. This is the end point. I will give a preference that if you are a cat lover, they do
big trigger warning.
Big trigger warning for cats.
Big trigger warning on cats. All right. Yeah. After the movie was over, I immediately texted my wife and be like, "Please show me Louie because I really want to squeeze her right now."
I fucking loved this movie.
Yeah, man.
I did not love. I liked a lot of movies at TIFF. I really liked some movies at TIFF. I fucking loved this movie. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so cringe.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrifying in certain parts. It's brutally, gnarly, fucking viciously violent to the point where I'm like, I don't know how this goes out looking like this because what?
Yeah.
Like there's a scene in a car where I was just like, oh boy.
Me and James kept looking at each other and we're just like, we're in fucking danger. But actually, we're in danger.
It is so much fucking fun.
I was viscerally impacted by this film. Like the credits started rolling and I was trembling. Like I was like,
we had to sit for a second
to get out of here. Yeah. Like this is not okay. Tony and I had to go for a walk afterwards. I was not okay after that movie. It was intense as all hell, gory as fuck, and
it's just so much. It
was so much.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
and it's everything I wanted it to be.
Dave, you watched it at a normal hour. Tony and I started our day with this.
We saw it at 9 in the fucking morning.
I saw it at 9 at night.
This was the platform levels of what the fuck did I just wake up to?
It was my 5th movie of the day, boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoo boy.
Yeah.
And everybody was going berserk.
Yeah.
It was
berserk.
It was just so unexpected. I was not expecting that.
I need to put this out there right away. I'm going to say her name is Indy Navarrete.
Yeah.
She is the one who plays Nikki.
Incredible.
And she, star-making performance. Yeah. Like, this isn't her first major role, but it's a star-making performance. Yeah, she is incredible. Fucking nailing every scene.
Yeah.
And just the way her emotions go from 1 to 1,000,000.
Yeah.
And you're just watching this fucking roller coaster and you're just like, holy shit, how is she able to do this?
It's just a slight crank. Like, it's just like the entire time you're just slowly ratcheting up the cringe. But also the tension that's building and building and building and
it's just
building
so fucking
building.
There's just so many fucking creepy things. And then once they really start digging into what is actually going on with the wish, it gets so much creepier and so much more unsettling.
Yeah. And at that point is when I started thinking of like the moral implications of what the fuck just happened. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this has layers beyond it once you start understanding the back end of this.
Well, there's one scene that's just so unsettling.
Yeah.
Where it's like basically pillow talk when he goes to go get a glass of water or something. And you're sitting here and you're just like, oh.
Yeah. Yikes.
Big
yike. You kind of get that that's what's happening anyway. And I'm trying not to
get I don't want to get
here.
in. I didn't want to get into too deep into it because there's a lot of layers to it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of fun jokes. Like there's a great joke when he goes back to the shop.
That's a great joke.
That's such a great joke.
There's also immediately following that, like that is like the point of levity that happens just before things get absolutely bleak again. But there's that, and then it's immediately followed by just someone using a wish in the way that you would use it, but because they also just didn't believe in the thing, and then it immediately comes true, and it's hilarious the way that happens. But
it's not perfect.
No,
there's definitely some messy areas.
Yeah,
but I just had so much fucking fun watching it, and it's for the sickos, but it's also for like I could see this being like the date night movie from hell type thing. Like like spending the money on this focus like is going to fucking.
It's a high recommend.
It's like, a high recommend. I want to tell literally everybody I know who can sit through something like this that they need to see this movie and that she is a fucking star.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I was there at midnight so I could have seen her, like, the applause she would have gotten.
Yeah.
Because it would have been it would have blown the doors off the rat.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But, yeah, I fucking loved Obsession.
Incredible. Yeah, I loved it too.
I can't wait to see it again. I can't speak more highly of it. And I'm glad we're not digging in too deep and we're trying to, like, playing around on the edges. But,
yeah,
Obsession, big
recommend.
Big recommend.
Yeah.
Tony. We were just talking about Cinema 7, Scotiabank. So why don't you tell us about the experience me and you had the day before I saw Obsession when me and you had the privilege of seeing Normal, the new Ben Wheatley joint.
Oh, James.
Oh.
So
no.
It's a very, very we're going to set the stage.
Yeah.
Very small theater.
I'm aware of Theater 7. I've been.
Me and Dave get there about 45 minutes early.
Sure.
It's already half full.
Yeah.
We get to our seats. Time passes. Shit starts to get crazy. All of a sudden it hits capacity.
Still 20 minutes to
15,
go.
20 minutes before it hits capacity. There's already a line, long ass fucking line out the door for people waiting. They announced, if you're in your seats now, you can't leave. Because if you leave, you'll sacrifice your seats. And we're all looking at each other.
You both are famous last minute peers.
So I screamed out. I was like, what if you have to pee? No response. It's like, cool. Me and Dave look at each other. We're like, let's give it like 5-10 minutes. So about, I would say 8 minutes before the movie starts, I go up and I was just like, hey, I got to pee. Can I leave? And they're like, nope, you'll sacrifice your seat. I was like, but I have to pee. They're like, nope, if you get out of the theater, you'll have to
so
forfeit your seat.
Holding bathrooms?
So I come back. So I go back and I tell everybody because we're all just like, I'll be the sacrificial lamb. And I go back to my seat and I was just like, okay, give it like 2 more minutes. I get up. I was like, listen, I gotta fucking pee.
It's either I go to the bathroom or I'm peeing on the wall. Yeah.
I was like, I need to fucking pee. They're like, I'm sorry, sir. We'll handle this in a sec. I was like, it's either you let me go now or I'm going in the corner. You're letting me go.
Yeah.
Right? And they're just like they're like talking there, everything. They're just like, okay, where are you sitting? And I was like, hey, you see that guy with the blue shirt? They're like, oh, we don't see him. I was like, Dave, put up your hand. Or I screamed out, and he puts up his hand. I was like, I'm sitting right there. They're like, okay, we won't forget about you. I was like, I'm not gonna forget about this seat. So if you put someone in the seat, I'm fucking moving them.
Yeah.
So then I go out, and then as I'm going out, it's fucking pandemonium. Person stops me. They're like, sir, like you're forfeiting your seat. I was like, your boys just told me that I can go. They're like, no, but then they're like, and I was like, go sort that out because I'm going to pee. This is fucking bullshit. It's not my fucking fault that you idiots put it. And they're like, sir. And I was like, no, seriously, it's not my fault that you put it in a small theater. Put it in a bigger theater next time. I'm going to pee. And then they go out, and then the volunteers like apologizing profusely to me, and I was just like, yeah, this is like a huge human right violation. Like, you can't force
you can't stop people from going to the bathroom. That's messed up.
Sure enough, after the stink that I created, I got my chit and said, please come back, sir. And I was just like, the fucking thing is literally across the way. You can literally watch me to go.
Yeah.
I go out, I come back, and I was like, Dave, you're going to have to fight them because it's going to be a pain in the ass.
No.
And then I got to go, and they let me go, and I basically opened the door and I slammed it into the volunteers because they were like barricading the door.
Oh my god!
And they're like, "What?" I was like, "I want to go to the bathroom.
I gotta pee.
You shouldn't be standing in front of a door. Just like danger. Maybe you shouldn't be standing at the door. Because you might get hurt." But I went, and then I came back, and it was fine.
Oh, good.
So normal.
So how was the movie?
Normal. Simple premise. It's like a John Wick-esque movie. A sheriff is brought in intern to cover the time because this long-standing sheriff had died. So he's just
under some mysterious
circumstances.
Just interim sheriff.
The sheriff that they bring in is Bob Odenkirk. And things are not what they seem in this town, right?
That's why they called it normal.
That's why they call it normal. And
it's actually called
the town is actually called normal. Oh. And Henry Winkler is in it, and he plays Lena Headey. Winkler plays the mayor of the town.
Sure.
And then everything's all fine and dandy, and then two robbers come in, and they do a heist on the bank. And they rob them. Cool. There's only about, I would say, what is it, like $2,000 that they get?
Yeah, they only get about $2,000.
And they stupidly say, "Let us in the vault." And the vault is the trigger word. And then all of a sudden, the Yakuza is called, and then you find out what's actually happening in the town.
Fun.
And the town is actually being run by the Yakuza, and they're actually holding the loot of the Yakuza. And then,
they want to kill Bob Odenkirk suddenly.
And then Bob Odenkirk suddenly finds out, and then it's Bob Odenkirk versus the town, the town of Normal, and the Yakuza.
Yeah,
and
it gets bloody.
Nice.
Yeah, it gets it's written by Derek Kolstad, right?
Yeah.
So. Right there, you know that it's going to get bloody.
Yeah.
And from there, it's just a one nonstop shootout for the remainder of the film. The movie is like
an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half. There's about I would say 35 to 40 minutes of exposition, and then after that, it's just nonstop shootouts until the very end.
And I think that does a disservice to the movie because it takes too long to get there.
So long.
Jeez.
And then it just goes so over the top, nutty, and you're just like, oh, and then there's like some Final Destination-esque shit happening where I'm just like,
wild.
Okay, that's odd.
Yeah,
but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's just really silly.
It's over the top. It's outrageous. Despite the experience that myself and Dave had before the film, the audience was like really fucking dialed in.
Nice.
I ended the festival unofficially with this film, and it was like a good movie to go out on because it was basically it was Midnight Madness in a press screening.
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of the time that me and Dave went to see Kill.
That's why I was trying to bring it up with Obsession. That was the vibe of that screen.
Everyone in that theater knew what they were getting involved in, and
Absolutely.
There was a reason why there was like a fucking line 30 people deep trying to get into the theater to try and see this. But it is very silly.
Yeah, it sounds like
it. Take your brain out. It's like your typical action movie, over the top action movie.
Yeah, it's fun. I wanted it to be better.
Sure. I like these action movies that are starting to come out with Bob Odenkirk. Like, he just needs to keep doing action movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess I'll go with another. That one was a world premiere. So was Obsession. So I guess, why don't I also do another world premiere and talk about Man in My Basement.
Nice.
Which stars Corey Hawkins and Willem Dafoe. There's not a lot to say about this one. Basically, Corey Hawkins has a.
Is there a man in the basement?
Corey Hawkins lives in a backwoods town that is mostly been. It has a lot of Black history.
Okay.
Involved in it, and Willem Dafoe comes to his, and he's kind of down on his luck. The bank wants his house.
Sure. Foreclose.
Wants to foreclose, but there's a lot of history there.
Sure.
And Willem Dafoe shows up and says that he'll give him obscene amount of money if he could live in
the basement.
If he could live in the basement for a few months, or a few weeks.
Sure. A little bit too good to be true.
And it's it's a little too good to be true because once he goes in the basement, weird shit happens, and Corey Hawkins is quite upset at what's going on. And I don't really want to say too much, but it gets weird and icky, and a lot of dong in this movie.
Oh,
good for Willem Dafoe. Good for Willem Dafoe. Good for Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. We've heard about the legend.
It is. The legend is true.
Yeah.
The legend is true. I was really bored.
Oh.
I was really bored. Like Willem Dafoe's putting in a Willem Dafoe performance.
Sure.
And Corey Hawkins is fine. It's just like it's trying to get into deeper things about Black history and I'm trying to think racism and just like taking away from Black excellence.
Yeah.
And a lot of moral ambiguities, and it's just
fine.
It's fine. I wanted so much more from this, and it's way too fucking long. Way too long. Like I think this is already out in limited release, at least in the States, and it's going to turn up on Disney Plus and Hulu later this year. But I wanted so much more from it. I just was not a fan.
Fair.
But, Willem Dafoe is Willem Dafoe.
He's putting in a good performance.
He's putting in a good, like, if you're watching the movie, you're watching it for Willem Dafoe, and Willem Dafoe fucking kills it.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
As he always does.
Of course he does. It's unsettling, and it's weird, and I wanted a lot more.
Sure.
But I think we should close out on another world premiere, since we keep doing world premieres.
Sure.
And we should all talk about California Scheming, which James went to the world premiere. Tony and I caught it a few days after.
Nice. Yes. I got to go to the world premiere of this one, which was in Lightbox 1. Interesting enough choice. James McAvoy was there.
You sat in front of him, didn't you?
I did, yeah. It was a little bit of a weird experience, and I wasn't quite sure what was happening. So I had the really good seat up in the balcony in like the first row, the sort of first aisle seat. So I was like, oh, this is excellent. Comfort-wise, great. Behind me was like one of the members of the board of the BAFTAs. And beside her was just another female director, and they were chatting it up. So I was kind of like eavesdropping a little bit because I was fully in a row in front of them. But found out that they're like both friends of James McAvoy, and piecing it all together, like that whole row behind me was all friends of James McAvoy. And so he gets up on stage, and he's in this like, I don't know, white leisure suit, essentially. It's not really formal, but it's not quite dressed down. It's kind of halfway in between. I don't know. It's what all the celebrities are kind of wearing.
Leisure or leisure?
Whatever you feel like, my dude. You want to leisure your leisure? He introduces the film, and then, like the pre-roll starts or whatever, and I'm just sitting in my seat. My row's got people in it now or whatever. And then all of a sudden I hear this obscenely Scottish man start pardoning his way through the row by me, and I just kind of looked up behind me, and I was like, oh, that's James McAvoy just scooching in behind my head. So yeah, he sat up there, I guess, with all his buddies, and then just before the credits ended, I dipped out the other side and went back down to do his Q&A and all of that. California Scheming, based on a true story of two Scottish boys that want to become big, famous rappers. And at the time that this was happening, the UK was trying to find new rap acts that were similar to kind of Eminem. So there was a market there for it, but they felt like they couldn't make it as Scottish rappers.
Well, they get rejected as Scottish.
They get rejected exactly one time as a Scottish rapper. I guess he gets rejected a few times over the phone and everything else. But anyway, they go to one audition, they get rejected. And so they come up with a harebrained scheme to just be American because these record producers just want Americans. And it kind of works. But it's that same old thing of a lie just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger until it can't sustain things anymore. And then it collapses all around you. And you go out in a blaze of glory, I guess.
Did they go out in a blaze of glory?
Well, they collapsed. Well, no, I think they did because like the big show that they played with D12 was kind of fun. That was a big blaze of glory, and then it fell apart right after that. So I'm gonna say yeah.
The tension of that scene was pretty good.
Yeah, that was wild. There's the one trigger warning I have to give everyone is there's a James Corden jump scare in this.
Thank you for giving that trigger warning since you didn't give it to us before.
I wanted you to experience what I experienced. And
also trigger warning for the Christophers whenever that movie comes out, the new Steven Soderbergh joint. There's definitely a James Corden trigger warning there too.
2 trigger warnings. Yeah, I mean, look, I liked the 2 leads in this. I thought
they were so good. They were
very good together.
They were there, right?
Yes, yeah, they were there, and so was Mary.
Oh, nice.
So the 3 of them. Oh, and their agent.
Oh, the agent. Yeah.
Okay.
She was there
the girl.
as well. Yeah, the manager. Sorry,
she was lovely in the film too.
So I think honestly the cast was very good together. I thought for McAvoy's sort of directorial debut, did a lot of directorial debuts this year.
Always do.
They always are.
Always do.
But for his debut, I thought it was pretty good. Like it was decently shot.
It's fine. And I like that he doesn't take the juicy role. Like he has a fun.
He put himself in it, and he's good
a fun,
in his role.
Key supporting role, but he doesn't have the juiciest role in the movie.
He's got a good role, and he plays it very well. He plays this, brooding Scottish because he's all deep on his Scottish roots, record mogul essentially, and like he's when he needs to be terrifying, he's terrifying, and he pulls it together. So like I think as like an acting unit, they were great. I didn't really have any faults with that. The story's a little whatever. Like it's not. Yeah, you kind of know exactly how it's going to play out. They're the Milli Vanilli of Scotland. Like it's not.
And the rap scenes aren't crazy good.
No, they're fine.
But I think the ensemble really makes it. Like it's an entertaining film to watch.
Although a smile erupted on my face when Proof showed up.
I'm
like, motherfucking Proof is here. I love Proof, and that whole bit was funny.
Yeah,
like the whole thing where he's conning Proof into believing.
That's what I was saying. The tension.
That tension there was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, we got to see that in the AVX.
That's a wild time.
Yeah, right? Like it sounded great.
I bet
AVX is amazing for sound. Yeah, it's not the greatest thing ever. It's not the greatest thing since sliced bread.
I didn't like it that much.
Fair enough.
You guys are harping on the 2 leads. I actually fucking hate the 2 leads.
Really?
They're so annoying.
Man. They're so cute.
I couldn't get on board. I fell asleep during some of it too. And
I'm sorry, man.
It's all good. It happens. But I just couldn't get on board with the movie. There's scenes that I liked about it. There were scenes that I didn't. Obviously, James Corden jump scare, notwithstanding.
With that table of M&Ms.
Yeah,
what's baffling, but I love it.
There was a lot of baffling moments in it.
What the fuck, James Corden?
Right, and it's just silly. I wanted a little bit more James McAvoy only because I really liked his character, and I like seeing James McAvoy on screen.
Sure.
But it was just a meh for me.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was any more than okay.
Yeah,
like I didn't
entertaining.
Hate it. I was entertained. I didn't find like it was overly too long. I don't know. It wasn't ingenious. It wasn't like a brand new way of looking at a story.
It's not something I'm gonna revisit.
It was no obsession.
Like, no, it's no obsession. It's fine. Yeah. It's a lovely folding laundry movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna love having the subtitles on when I rewatch it.
Oh
because
God,
there's certain parts where I was just like,
what the fuck did you just say? But yeah. California Scheming, not bad.
And they didn't play California like. It's just all rap. What?
It isn't interesting. I get the title and the play on the words, but why use that as your title?
You should put it in there somewhere.
It's fine. Yeah.
But yeah, I think.
And cut this one here.
Yeah, I think this is a good place to stop.
Great.
For this week. Yeah, I've been enjoying reliving the TIFF ups and downs, the pandemonium, the craziness.
Yeah,
I don't really want to get into the ticketing of it all because apparently everybody had problems with tickets this year.
Yeah,
no matter where you were, wherever you were doing.
Show.
Yeah, so hopefully that gets fixed next year.
No, they never listen. They only make it worse.
I don't know how we can make it. I don't know how you can get worse from here.
Yeah. They keep finding new lows.
Oh my god.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm still riding a little bit of the high. I'm sure by the time we finish the next episode that you'll hear in a week, you'll finally hear the breath come out of us as we're finally able to breathe again. But this has been fun.
Yeah,
this is a good one, I think. So we'll catch you in a week. We got we'll wrap up TIFF, finish up our coverage, and we can't wait to tell you more.
Yeah.
But until then, I'm still Jimmy, and I'm here with
Big T Tony B.
Yeah, and
big TIFF fanboy Dave Baldwin, or former TIFF fanboy Dave Baldwin.
Hell yes. And we'll see y'all in a week.
Bye.